I know, I'm getting emotional.
We're in New Mexico, Clovis, New Mexico, and we're visiting with Susie and Carla, and we're so glad that we finally made it here. If you see my video entitled Sad to Leave New Mexico, I talked about how I wanted to come and see Susie, and we didn't get a chance to come here because the weather had gotten too warm at that point. But we finally made it here. 380-mile drive, but we made it. So it was really exciting. We spent last night all hanging out together, and so I want you to meet them. I'm here with Susie from Susie's Full-Time Van Life, and Susie and I became friends. We were very early subscribers on each other's channels, and we became friends. I really wanted to meet her, and so I'm really excited that I finally got to do that. So I want to introduce you to Susie. Here she is. Hey, Susie.
Hey, everybody. It is so wonderful to meet Sharon and Sal. Sharon and I, we feel like we've known each other forever. And we're just finally meeting, first time yesterday. So this is my humble abode. Can't stand up in it. If I had to do differently, I would have found something that I could stand up in, but it was kind of spur of the moment, and this little beauty fell into my lap for $550, so
Wow.
I couldn't go wrong. Yeah, I really couldn't go wrong. My story is, my son and I were living together, and we had a mobile home that we were buying, and it was basically falling apart. And the park where we lived was also the bank that financed us. And I called them and asked them if they could extend our loan for a couple of years and lower the payment so we could fix it, because all of our subfloor was going bad, and amongst other things. And so they said nope, they wouldn't hear anything of it. And my son has been talking about this for a while, you know, doing this van life thing. I thought he was crazy. And, so the final straw was the bathtub cracked, and I knew we couldn't put that off. So I called the bank again, and I told them, I said, you don't want this thing back, and they wouldn't hear anything of it. So I said, okay. So I bought this van, and Chris helped me build it out. It's gone through a bunch of transformations. We've been in it a year. It was May 23rd. It was a year. October 31st was when we left Minnesota. We're from Minnesota. We have been in New Mexico now for almost a year. We got here November 11th last year, and absolutely loving it. Loving it, loving it. Wouldn't look back. Yeah, it's not always been easy, but it's been such an adventure and so thrilling that I can't even tell you. And I get to meet wonderful people like Sharon and Sal. And
Our leaving dates were actually very close to each other, and then we actually left, I think, about a week apart or something. It was all so close to each other, and it was fun because we were kind of going through it together, leaving the north and heading south.
Yeah, yep, yep. And Sharon and I are very like-minded. We're like sisters from another mister. Yep, yep. We feel the same about a lot of things, you know. Yeah, you were talking about, you know, not putting, you know, medicines into your body and stuff, and yep, I feel the same way. You know, let the body try to heal itself and all that good happy stuff. My son would call me a hippie. Okay, I'll accept that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm really big on the whole medicine thing, and I try to do things naturally whenever I can, like blood pressure. We lowered our blood pressure with like magnesium and other things, so but it's amazing what you can do if you look into it. So,
exactly. Yep.
Well, it's so awesome to finally meet you. I'm so glad. It's a year. I guess it's about, well, no, it's a little longer than a year ago that we met, but we finally got to meet in person.
Yep. I watched these guys from the beginning of their downsizing and going through all that and knowing what that was like and everything, and anybody who's thinking about doing it, I always recommend their videos because I think you guys did such an amazing job. You know, mine happened fast. We kind of moved out and moved everything into storage. I wouldn't have called myself a hoarder, but I have a bunch of things that mean a whole lot. And I still have 10 bins, apparently, at my mom and dad's house now. That are things that I can't get rid of. But, you know, I started the process, and then I couldn't just get rid of everything. So I got a storage unit, put everything in storage, and then slowly sold off from there and stuff, too. That way I was able to sell stuff and not just give it all away and make a little money off of some of the stuff.
We're here with Chris. And Chris, what's the name of your channel?
Van Life Gaming, because it was originally Christopher's Van Life, but I changed it because I do a lot of video games on my mobile phone while living in a van, and it's still a Van Life channel, but it's also a gaming channel.
Oh.
So that way then, you know, I can do live streams with video games and whatnot. My channel is not PG rated at all, just because it is a gaming channel, so there's some language on it. So I'm a computer nerd, so I like to do my gaming stuff, but I also like to do with my channel more of the working on the van. I'm not really a vlogger. I like to do build it stuff, gaming stuff, anything on the tech side of it, because that's what I like to watch. That's what I feel that people like to learn, people that are just starting out in van life and even RVing and everything. They want to know solar stuff, but they want to, as my mom says, I explain it so easy a mom can understand it. So I try to put everything in layman's terms, not use all sorts of technical jargon, just because that way then everyone knows how easy solar is. You don't need a degree to do solar or wind energy or anything like that.
How long have you been in your van?
A little over a year and a half we've been full-time living, and I absolutely love it. I like mobile living. I like to be able to just be like, you know what, I'm bored with this town, I want to go. So there's no lease, there's no payments, there's nothing, just you can just pack up and go, and I absolutely love that.
Wow.
So,
Well, great. I'll leave a link in the comment section below.
okay.
Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
We're going to talk with Carla, who has a channel called Mummy and Clyde. Hi, Carla.
I am just starting out in full-time driving. I've been in my RV for a year. My channel is basically how women can do things on their own, and it's easier than they think it is. You know, I've changed the oil and made videos about that and what I'm doing to remodel my RV, and of course now I'm going to be traveling. So traveling is what I've been wanting to do. I'm a natural born traveler, and I'm on my way to the Vanville, then I'm going to Vegas, then the RTR. So if you want to meet me, it's Mummy and Clyde, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about what I've done or what you need to do. Come on over, subscribe, and I do live chats quite often. They range anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, and we have a great time. I mean, we have all different people. We got people from London coming in there, and they stay up late at night just to come into our chat, and people from all over the country. Thanks, Sharon, for giving me the opportunity to talk about my channel and to meet you all. You're wonderful. And Henry is not as bad as they say he is. He is a guard dog, a guard cat.
He even let you pet him, didn't he, Henry?
Yes, yes. And he rubbed on my leg.
Wow.
And yeah, but he played with my keys, and
Everybody loves Henry.
we all like the rebel.
We're having a real ball here, but we have to leave.
Yeah,
We have to
you know,
head
I don't
towards
like
the
this
Vanville
part, guys.
and
If you watch any of
maybe
your
catch
videos,
up with
you know
the
I don't
tribe.
like this part, so I'm trying not to
But it
think
was
about
great to be able to stop and spend a day with them.
I know.
So
We absolutely
hopefully we'll
loved it.
see you
We're
again.
Appreciate it so much. And sometime we'll be on the road.
And you, buddy Chris.
Yeah, it was awesome meeting you guys.
Awesome meeting you too.
Yeah.
We tried to get him to go to a buffet, but it was
A
a little...
buffet.
A buffet.
A buffet.
And that's how I'm going to say it from now on.
Yep.
AK, also known as Sal saying buffet.
You know, I'm getting emotional.
I'll be more than happy to talk to you about what I've done or what you need to do, or just to, oh Lord, my dog's licking Sharon.
Here he is right here. His name is Clyde. He's the Clyde in Mummy and Clyde.
You get a little excited because she smells cats.